Welcome to the module once again. Let us now get detailed information about the module. As we know, education is the greatest tool for achieving an inclusive and equitable society, in which each citizen has the opportunity to dream, thrive, and contribute to the nation. The policy reaffirms the fact that Indian education system is still struggling to bridge the social category gap in access, participation, and learning outcomes in school education, especially for socio-economically disadvantaged groups. Let us first understand which groups have been included in the socio-economically disadvantaged category. First is gender identities, that is, female and transgender individuals. Second is socio-cultural identities such as scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs, and other minorities. Third is geographical identities such as students from village, small towns, and other aspirational districts. Fourth is people with disabilities, that includes both physical and intellectual disability. Socioeconomic conditions such as migrant communities, low-income households, children in vulnerable situations, victims of child trafficking, or orphans, including child beggars in urban areas such as Delhi or Bombay. Now, it is very important to understand various facts lacking in inclusive education. Lack of access to good quality schools, social mores, poverty in our society, and custom and language have had a detrimental effect on the rate of enrollment among the students from scheduled caste, historically being socially and educationally backward. Amplified problems for exclusion and inequality for women from socially economically disadvantaged groups. ST children find their school education irrelevant and foreign to their lives both culturally and academically. Minorities are underrepresented in school and in higher education. No equal opportunity structure for children with special needs. There are few recommendations from NEP 2020. Bridging the gap in access, participation, and learning outcome, uplifting children from tribal communities, providing scholarship and conditional cash transfer to incentivize parents, gender inclusion fund, special hostels in dedicated region, bridge courses and financial assistance through fee waiver and scholarships, opening of NCC wing in secondary and higher secondary schools, and change in the school culture. Incorporation and equity will become a key feature of instructor education. The school curriculum will include material on human morals, more knowledge about various cultures, religion, language, gender identities, and more. Possible form of school will be inspired to preserve the tradition of all discriminated groups or alternative pedagogical styles supported to combine the subject and learning scope authorized by the NCFSE. Flexible curriculum for appropriate assessment and certification. Kastuba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya will be strengthened and expanded up to grade 12. Additional Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas and Kendra Vidyalayas will be assembled, especially in aspirational district and special education zone. Preschool section covering at least 1 year of ECC training will be added to Kendra Vidyalayas and other primary schools. Assessment and certification agencies such as PARA, which is Performance Enhancement Review and Analysis of Knowledge for Holistic Development, will formulate guidelines and recommend appropriate tools for conducting assessment from the foundational stage to the higher education, including the entrance exam. Financial assistance will be provided. Libraries and laboratories will be strengthened. What is the meaning of inclusion of children with disabilities? The Rights of Person with Disability Act 2016 defines inclusive education as a system of education wherein students with and without disabilities learn together, and the system of teaching and learning is suitably adapted to meet the learning needs of different types of students with disabilities. Let us understand the recommendation for children with special needs. Barrier-free access, recruitment of special educators from cross-disability training, availability of assistive devices and technology-based tools, textbook in accessible format such as large print and braille, resource centers to support the rehabilitation and educational needs of learners with severe or multiple disabilities, home-based education for students with alarming or overpowering disabilities. Guidelines and standards for home-based schooling shall be developed in the line with the RPWD Act 2016. Technology-based solution and wide-scale dissemination of learning material for the orientation of parents and caregivers. Teachers must be helped to identify learning disabilities early and plan specifically for their mitigation. Encourage students to appear for state or other board examination and assessment by the NTA. Realization and understanding of how we can educate the children with specific disabilities, including learning disabilities, will be an essential part of all teachers' education program. Let us understand the support for gifted students or students with special talents. There are innate talents in every student, which must be discovered, nurtured, fostered, and then developed. These talents may express themselves in the form of various interests, dispositions, and capacities. What we can do is to encourage gifted and talented students to pursue realm beyond their general school curriculum, and teacher education will include method for recognition and fostering of such students with talent and interest. The NCERT and NCTA will prepare better instructions for the better education of special students. B.Ed programs may also allow a specialization in the education of special children. Topic-centered or project-based clubs or circles should be motivated, such as science club, maths club, music, dance, poetry, etc. Public and private universities, such as IIT and NIT, would be encouraged to use merit-based results from national and international Olympiad as a part of the criteria for admission into their undergraduate programs. Online apps with different quizzes, competition assessment, enrichment material, and online communities for shared interests will be developed. Development of smart class in step-by-step manner. Let us understand what we can expect. High-quality national residential summer program for secondary school students in various subjects, a rigorous merit-based but equitable admission process, Olympiads and competition in various subjects. Let us now understand about special educators. Education, qualification and training, 4 years of integrated B.Ed degree, including the teaching of children with disabilities or children with special needs or talent. Strengthening TETs for ensuring quality in subject knowledge and pedagogy, additional 50 hours of training for continuous professional development of teachers, especially special educators. Let us understand the teacher requirements. There is an urgent need for additional special educators for certain areas of school education. Teachers would not only require subject teaching knowledge and understanding of subject-related aims of education, but also teach relevant skills for understanding the special requirements of children. Certificate courses can be provided in the pre-service as well as in the in-service mode, either full-time or a part-time or blended course at multidisciplinary colleges and universities. Teachers with specialist requirements include subject teaching for children with disabilities, Divyang children at middle and secondary school level. So today we have received information related to the structures of academic module of NEP under module 6. Lastly, I would like to congratulate you on your successful completion of module 6 as well as thank you for joining us. I hope that the information that you received today will be beneficial for you. Stay connected with our program for such important information about NEP. Until then, goodbye.